This week's episode of the multiple award-winning Here For It podcast is brought to you by Beyonce's Name. If you have hatred, negativity, malice, or clout chasing in your heart, keep her motherfucking name out of your flat ass lips. The queen may not be booked right now because nobody's really booked right now. But she's still busy. And that's more than we can say about Lana Ain't No Way Del Rey.
That's it.
What more did you want?
I was because wow, you just wrapped that topic on.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lana Del Rey saying now that all the black girls and Camila Cabello and Ariana Grande have gotten all the booty shaking songs out the way, can she go back to crying and not be called an abuse victim?
No.
Or something glorifying abuse or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Also, my new album coming out in September. Sweetie, you could have just said your album was coming out. You could have just did that and left. You could have just did. My album's coming out in September. Press enter, confirm the green button, bruh. Camila Cabello and Beyonce in the same. Beyonce, comma, Camila.
Beyonce's name in your flat ass lips. I could not go past. I could walk past a lot of those other things. I was like, you know what? Some of these other girls do some things on the internet that, okay.
So
Beyonce probably doesn't even know who you are.
Her last album spent 2 years on the charts, but she's allegedly upset because the critics don't like her. Sweetie, who give a fuck what the critics think? The people went and bought it. It stayed on Billboard for 2 years. I don't give a fuck what a critic got to say about Ronald. Shit, do the people that like Here For a podcast listen and support and share my links? That's who I do the music for. Not these damn bitches that work at Rolling Stone.
Some of the haters do too. Hi, girls. Hey.
But anyway,
thanks for tuning in for another episode. We appreciate you so much.
My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters, and of course, RonaldMatters.com.
I am the Superman, TheeSupaman, aka the Karen Killer.
Oh wow!
I'm serious. Honestly, I don't have time for the white women shenanigans. Not on the internet, and definitely not in person.
Okay.
BKA, an overgrown orangutan.
You gonna call yourself a sweetie?
I can do it before they do.
All right. What's our icebreaker this week?
You're not gonna like this. Our icebreaker is fuck Nene. Do you have some other notes on Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Love B. Scott just reported a couple hours ago that Yvonne is an official cast member for season 13.
I saw that this morning.
And Yvonne released a diss track like yesterday.
Saw that too.
Oh my.
And that's our icebreaker. I could not think of a better icebreaker than fuck Nene Leakes after all of this shit that has been going on the internet these past few weeks, and then we get up to this reunion, and she chooses chicken shit to face up and fess up to things and be a HBIC or a boss bitch or whatever the fuck she thinks her title is. And you too scared at home. This was supposed to be a face-to-face reunion. What was you gonna do? You was gonna walk off like him? Fuck Nene.
All right.
Our word of the day this week, WERD, is bug chasers.
They say the CDC is reporting the rodents going to be a little aggressive because they're looking for new food sources. So,
if they mean people by rodents, then
people looking for a bug. What they looking for?
Yeah, it's very self-explanatory. It is a term used for HIV negative people that are tired of dealing with the possibility of becoming HIV positive through sex or through drug exchange. And so instead, they chase down the bug so that it will be one less thing that they have to worry about. And I made it the word of the day this week because the activities that are being displayed this Memorial Day weekend tells me that there are a lot more bug chasers out in the world besides people that are looking for HIV. Y'all must be looking for everything. They told you it's a pandemic. The virus don't give a fuck what color you are, how old you are, how much money you got. It will stick to you and it will kill you. And y'all still took your punk asses out to the beaches, to the parks. It was 30 punks fighting in the goddamn park in Atlanta. All 30 of them at the same goddamn time. I was like, I don't even want to touch one person right now. One person outside my home. I don't even want to touch one person. You out here fighting 30 other people? Y'all really don't give a fuck.
And I sent you the link about the tweet about the people fighting at the sex party in Dallas. I was like, what is going on?
Yes, again, one, you got the nerve to be at the sex party right now. Again, I stand with people going to sex parties outside of a pandemic. I am a card-carrying member of the sex party circuit, but right now is not the time. And there is also this movement of stop shaming people that want to just go out. Just take care of yourself and you stay at home. That's not enough. If that was enough, then we would all be fine. It wouldn't be 90,000 people dead. It's people that just staying at home still getting the fucking virus because y'all motherfuckers won't stay at home yourself. If you get the virus and you transmit it to other people and it continues to transmit, and now it's on my Amazon package because you want to go to the fucking sex party, then guess who's gonna die? It's about more than you. We are in an interconnected world. The world is connected. It's not okay. Well, just them bitches that went to the club last night, and just them bitches that went to the sex party the other night. They're the only ones that's gonna die. No, they could be asymptomatic and just passing the shit along everywhere they go, touching all kind of shit, coughing on all kind of shit, and
It was a
now
girl.
everyone else is just susceptible because y'all want to go out and have a good time.
I'm in a group on Facebook where people are telling their stories about COVID. And so this lady wrote an essay. She was like, you're looking at pictures of someone who is an asymptomatic carrier. And where's she at the park? So she said she was out Saturday doing her errands. And she came across the get tested thing. So she's like, okay, it's the cute thing to do to go get tested. I can put this on my Facebook and my Instagram. I'm cute getting tested for COVID. And then they called her yesterday and told her she was positive while she was out at the park. Sweetie, if you just would have got tested for the COVID, you need to go sit at home and shelter in place until your result come back. She thought she was just out running her errands, going to get tested to be cute. Then they called her and told her she got it, and she like, well, I don't have any symptoms, but I guess I need to tell people that I'm out here asymptomatic and carrying it around and could be exposing other people.
Yes.
She was going to get tested to be cute for Instagram. No, girl, you need to get cute and come on down here to the doctor's office. Get you some vitamin C pills and some zinc or whatever the people are taking.
Not hydroxychloroquine, like the president.
Oh Lord.
And I really don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
I was gonna say let's just go on to the first tip.
But what the other important part is what happens to you, as in these people that are partying in parks, doing kickbacks with 10 to 15, 20, 25, 35, 45, 50 people. What happens to you affects, effects, and infects more people than just your simple, I want to go to brunch ass. Okay, we all want to go to fucking brunch. But if we ever want to go to brunch collectively, we got to sit the fuck down. Yes, the weather is nice. Yes, it's a holiday weekend. Yes, you might be off. Cool. Sit down. I want to go and do these things too. And so I'm just like, well, shit, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I'm the one that's like, stay at home, y'all, stay home. And then everybody else is out partying. I got two more invitations. I think I said this last episode. I got two more invitations for
he posted it on Facebook.
Kickback. And I was just like, how dumb. Okay, so friends and family, associates, don't invite me to shit. I'm so sorry if you are listening to this podcast right now. I just want y'all to know that I love you so much. But I'm not coming. I'm not coming for nothing. One, uh, because I don't trust y'all. Because y'all are some of the same ones that was just out at the park doing a kickball contest this weekend. I saw that and I was like, a kickball contest.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and you want me to come and hang out with you? And you was just in the park openly frolicking with 100 people doing kickball? You want me to come hang out with you? No, ma'am. Y'all can stop with the invitations. I'm not coming. I'm sorry. Um,
Yeah, there's that.
that's that. I'm not even
That's
going.
literally
I'm not
that.
even going to beleaguer that point even more.
Because
I
I'm
said
coming
what
back
I
to it. What
said.
I'm out here for. So if we don't talk about it too much, we're going to get there. Because I have two rants about that. But
Support for this ghetto ass podcast comes from a couple awesome donors and from the beautiful people over on our Patreon. If you would like uh, all kinds of new content that is not released to the public, you can get over to our Patreon right now for at least $1 a month. That $1 will support this podcast. There are not many podcasts going up right now. A lot of people have slowed the fuck down, and rightfully so. But we are still trying and chugging along. And if you would like to support this podcast, please get over to our Patreon for $1 a month. I know you got $1 because y'all niggas got stimulus checks. For
they
one
say
dollar
we're
a
getting
month,
another one. I'm excited.
for $1 a month, you can support this ghetto ass, black ass, gay ass podcast. One of the few and one of the only. So please get over to our Patreon and support us. We love you guys. 3,000. All right. Um, my affirmation this week is stay your ass at home. I'm not going any more in depth into that. Uh, Club 96.
Club 96.
So last week, and week before, we didn't have no gay news to bring y'all, so we stayed at home
Yep.
and didn't do shit. But this week we actually have some gay shit to bring you. The first one is the Corey and MJ gay relationship story that was all over social media and then continued for a couple more episodes on social media after the initial one. So the crux of the story was it appeared to be like a fake video that these two had contrived of them breaking up and one of them supposedly allegedly moving out. The video before that video was them talking about um, monogamy and monogamy in a relationship, a gay relationship. And I think that Twitter missed the whole point in that conversation. If they were really trying to make a real point, or if they were really trying to just get people to click on their videos and follow them, which could also really be the case. But I think that point was the real conversation that we should be having about what the meaning of monogamy is in your relationship and to your relationship, and less about them being clowns on the internet. So you saw those videos, right?
I breezed through because Twitter just child. Thank God they just be 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and you just get what you need. I'm like, okay, this foolishness in 2 minutes, and you move on.
Yeah, both of them are popular on social media. One was in porn. I forgot what his porn name is. His porn
Well,
name
he
is
bottoming though, so
he,
yeah. I'm bottom shaming. He a bottom. I'm just hating. I want to be a hater.
he's versatile. He has some
He's
top.
versatile. He's
Yeah, he has
versatile.
some top scenes. But the girls was gagged when they found his porn because they thought he was the top in the relationship. Uh, and then was like, oh,
Yeah, MJ putting it down. Get out of their bedroom. How about
or
see? That's a sign right there. Y'all get y'all ass out his goddamn bedroom.
or maybe MJ ain't putting it down because the
Oop,
homie was leaving
okay, got his box.
and took his box with him, both of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so I like I said, I think the most important thing that came out of that. Obviously, they got a whole bunch more followers and more attention on the internet, which might have been what they were interested in. But I do think that we, as a gay community, need to have the conversation of, if monogamy is cool for you in your relationship, cool. If it's not cool for me in my relationship, if my relationship is monogamish, then shut the fuck up about what's going on in my relationship. Because monogamy ain't helped a whole bunch of bitches get through their relationships. You know how many relationships was based on monogamy and they ended? We was just talking about the girls. Oh no, wait. We were personally talking about it. We didn't talk about it on the podcast. We were personally talking about the another gay couple that broke up on the internet, then got back together and broke up again, playing with monogamy. So the conversation needs to be had about what's good for my goose and my gander may not be good for your goose and your gander.
Well, it sounds like you just spoke on it.
I did. You can't tell us about your monogamy viewpoints and what's good for your goose and your gander?
Oh, child. Um, get out of people's bedroom. That's what I was saying. That was the gag for me because I know that when he announced he was in a new relationship, they had all these theories about it was all fake and that the boy actually lived across the hall from him, and the reason why MJ moved into this house is allegedly so he could get away from the boy because the boy lived across the hall. And then MJ released a video today talking about some addressing his haters and talking about he a strong bitch and you can't get on Facebook, and I don't know if he said 2 million or 20 million. He said you can't get on Facebook every day and address 20 million people a month and you can't be a strong bitch. I see y'all out there hating on me, but I'm gonna make it through this. I'm a survivor and I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. Whatever he was saying. And then I was like, okay, turn this off. uh, but yeah, get out of people's bedrooms. Yes, the girls is out here wearing the girls out. Soft tops, film tops, they do exist. I like one
Power first
every
top.
every now and then. I like one myself, but I keep that my business. I don't tell other people. So, and I like watching them too because that's like. But anyway, I like watching soft tops. And masculine
You don't
bottoms
want them to
have.
be soft. You don't want them to be soft in the front. You want them to just be soft in the back and in their feelings.
So I mean, get out of people's bedroom. Get out their living rooms too.
Indeed. Our next story is one that we again sadly have to report on. We talked about Amy Stevens in previous episodes. If you guys had not heard, she was the trans activist that was having her case be heard in front of the Supreme Court for workplace discrimination, and was gonna, hopefully, if the court argued in her favor, be one of the first rulings in favor of blanket trans rights throughout the country. What we had previously reported on was um, she worked for a funeral home. This is just the gist of it. She worked for a funeral home. She went on vacation, and when she was on her way back to work from vacation, she told the girls, "Hey, listen, my name is Amy." She had made her transition while she was on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
and when I get back to work, I want y'all to address me as my name. This is my legal name. My name has been legally changed. I have transitioned. Don't call me by my dead name. I don't want no bullshit. I'll be back. Well, again, she didn't say it exactly like this. This is just the Detroit vernacular of what she said because Amy is a white girl. But Amy was basically saying, I don't want no bullshit. My name is Amy. They fired her because of her sex change, and her case made it all the way up to the Supreme Court. Her case was still being argued, but she just recently died of complications related to kidney failure. Um, she had been on hospice for like the past month, but um, I'm hoping that her death does not mean that the case goes away. I'm hoping that
Right.
lawyers are able to continue with the case because there are still plenty of trans people behind Amy coming
Workplace discrimination, yes, Lord.
that can benefit from this case being heard and being won. Um, and I think it would be an honor to Amy Stevens' memory if the case went forward and definitely was won. The Supreme Court has not done anything since the legalization of gay marriage for our community. They've spiked the football and punted every chance they got on all of these big issues over the years. And it's time. It's time that some protections are put in place for the workforce for LGBT people.
Amen.
So, again, sad news that Amy Stevens is gone, but hopefully the fight will continue without her.
I gotta do some more research on that.
On her case or on her death?
Just even like because I mean trans people are still having workplace discrimination, so don't the issue still need to be discussed and the decision still needs to be made? Like this, I think I'm hoping that that's the right thing, and I'm hoping that that's what the people are going to do. But
I'm not as hopeful because a lot of times when okay, well let me finish this point, then I'm gonna get to the next one. A lot of times when the plaintiff dies, the case dies as well because there's nobody that's complaining. That's the whole point of them being the plaintiff. So unfortunately, if we use precedents on previous cases that have gone to Supreme Court, it may die. I don't think it should. I want the lawyers to identify a new plaintiff that they can bring because there's plenty of girls that have been fired because of workplace discrimination. And if they have run through all of them, they can definitely give me a call because I got notes. The Amy Stevens transgender case also brought light to me this other documentary. So obviously, if you guys are staying home and bored out of your fucking mind and trying to find something to watch on TV, there is a new documentary on FX. If you have it, you probably can get it on your media boxes and Fire Sticks. I don't think it's that hard to find, but it's called Jane Roe, and it follows someone. I didn't even know she was LGBT. I had knew her story, but I didn't know she was LGBT. But it follows the woman that was at the core of the Roe v. Wade case that was heard in front of the Supreme Court that decided that abortion could be legal. And it has some ups and downs. It was a very, very good documentary. I thought I was going to watch like an hour of it, go take a nap, and come back. But I watched the whole goddamn thing in one sitting. It was really, really good. And when you get to the end of it, you see her journey and you see how flawed and complex of a person she really was. Like, it's feminists that hate her, it's Christian organizations that hate her, all at the same goddamn time for different reasons.
And you just out here trying to help the people.
Well, no, she was trying to fuck the people at different points of her career as well.
Oh.
Which is why you need to watch the documentary. She was definitely not the saint that we would paint her as on the left, and definitely not the saint that the right would paint her as. So Jane Roe.
R-O-E or R-O-W?
Yeah, R-O-E, like Roe.
Okay. Oh, Roe versus, yeah, okay. Chad, you know I'm slow. I was like, after I said it out loud, I understood.
Yeah, Roe versus Wade. She is the titular person in that Supreme Court case. So let's be hopeful because, girl, if the presidency go another way, then that motherfucker's going to be able to name different Supreme Court justices and all that shit is going to be fucked.
They said 2 of them up there. Well, of course, Ginsburg and somebody else.
at least 2.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Because y'all got enough depression in your life, you don't want me to. You really don't want me to add the things that I'm looking at and factoring in. So, on a lighter note, RuPaul's Drag Race season 12 has come to its close. Its finale will be airing this coming Friday, and y'all know that I am Team Jada.
Yeah, we're Team Jade over here.
I hope she is planning some props, some stunts, and some shows for this Zoom fucking
Finale.
finale to secure the crown because these other 2 bitches is crafty, and I can see Gigi winning.
I can see.
I
I
can,
was going to say.
but I also can see Crystal like just being real weird, and Rue was like, okay, I guess, because Rue will go for the weird girl
The
every
future of
now
drag, allegedly.
and we still got Jinx Monsoon. Um, So I don't want Jada to make the mistake that Shea Coulee made with just being the most talented person uh, on the Zoom and get taken out by a white queen with rose petals. I don't want that for her. I want her to pull out all the stops and make this crystal clear, crystal,
Oops.
and make this crystal clear who the winner is. It is extremely clear to me. It seems extremely clear to the online fandom when I was looking at videos and the amounts of tweets and retweets and likes and stuff. Jada has an overwhelmingly larger presence. Now, she doesn't have as many followers as Gigi, but
Of course.
mm,
Mm-mm. And
we'll
so
have a good time.
just like they made Shea Coulee wait to go back to All Stars, they should not be doing that to Jada. I hope that production has learned its lesson with what they've done to Shea Coulee, and they do right by Jada. I'm crossing my fingers and my toes and praying to the Lord every day. Chill.
Well, I'm hoping she don't even need to go to no All Stars. She just needs to win. I
That's what
don't
I'm
care.
saying. I don't want her to have to wait
Win.
to go to an
She
All
don't even need to
Stars.
play the All Stars game because All Stars has already been shot and done. So she wouldn't even be on the next All Stars anyway. The girls that are coming in as the lip sync assassins are um,
Yeah.
past winners and past All Stars. So
What are your thoughts on the new Roots for All Stars? I think that's good, but I mean, like, does that mean like the lip sync assassin gets put into the competition, or does that mean this the person just goes home?
we
Or
don't know yet. We actually have to wait till episode 2 to find out. Because I found out what happened in episode 1, and
well, don't tell me because I don't like those
I'm not
YouTube
telling you, I'm not telling
spoilers and
somebody.
shit
I
y'all
don't
be
want to
watching.
spoil it because we ain't got that much fucking TV left anyway.
Don't be
So
spoiling.
if this is what people got to be excited for on June 5th, I don't want to be the one spoiling it. But what I'm saying is, I know that we will have to wait an episode to find out whether that is the case. Like some people have been speculating that. But the girls that they're bringing in as lip sync assassins are the team.
Okay,
They are the
I'll
team.
take your word for it. Don't tell
Um,
me nothing else.
I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not.
thank you.
Nobody needs to know. Okay. Now, our next story. Buckle your seatbelt.
All right, here we go.
Pastor Christopher Keys.
That name sounds so familiar. No, that was Christian Keys. He's an actor. Who was Chris Keys?
No, Christopher Keys is an old white man. If you know him, you know him. And if you don't, good for you. Um, Christopher Keys was arrested. Um,
I was say he a youth pastor. Oh Lord,
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
says the youth evangelization, whatever that
yeah,
is.
yeah. Let me get there. I'm trying to
Oh,
get.
oh, oh.
He was arrested. Um, and told the police that 2 black men had kidnapped him in a hotel room. Was that the real story? Hell no. Y'all know it ain't. It'll never be the real story with a youth pastor being arrested at a hotel room with 2 black gay men.
Were they illegal? I mean, there's a question now since the children is involved.
No, they were, well, it wasn't reported on what their age was, but I'm
Oh,
assuming that they were consenting adults.
okay.
So his charges are now, after he told the story and then they cleared shit up. His charges are he's been arrested for solicitation of sodomy for attempting to hire male prostitutes. So what had happened was Pastor Keys has set up a little threesome
Oh,
in his hotel room. He's married. He's allegedly straight. But he has set up a threesome in his hotel room with these two black gay men, possibly sex workers.
mm-hmm.
Got caught in the act. Instead of fessing up to it because he's a pastor, he said that they were trying to kidnap him. He's then later admitted to the police why he was really at the hotel. Then a hotel employee told officers that he was a frequent visitor.
Yeah. Tasha went down there. He down here all the
He
time.
come there all the time. What are you talking about? He didn't get kidnapped. He come down here to get dicked down all the time. What? According to the police report, he admitted that he is married, but told officers he liked to play around, quote unquote. He liked to play around. Um, I think this is hilarious because he's a youth pastor and we know what they give all the time. He put this spin on this story about he was originally carjacked and that these guys had kidnapped him and they were robbing him and they took him to the hotel. Who robs you and takes you to a hotel? Who does
That's a
that?
lot of work. Because first of all, if I'm robbing you, I'm trying to go down to the Target or the Foot Locker and get my J's. Or am I trying to pay my utility bill? Because if I rob you, I need to go do whatever. I'm so poor, I need to rob people. I just go pay my damn car note. So I don't have time to take you to the hotel. I got bills to pay.
When two black gay men take you to the hotel, they taking you there to fuck.
Yeah. Or like
But
Andrew
that
Gillum
wasn't
with
even
his
the case anyway.
neon
They
lights.
didn't take him to the hotel. They met him at the hotel. He had rented out the hotel room himself.
I would say, who name was it in jail?
Yes, that's why the employee said, "Oh, girl, he been down here all the time."
Like, girl, let's run the last four debit card. Girl, we got 13 encounters in here. Oh, hashtag exposed.
He is literally exposed right now. So, if Christian Keys is your pastor out there, y'all not gonna have the service that you think you're gonna have on Sunday.
It's a youth pastor position available on the website.
It's somewhere. So I thought that story was hilarious. I'm gonna say,
Hilarious.
I'm gonna say this one quick thing, because I don't want to give this too much oxygen. Um, Dingy Cat was never a thing for me. I really only listened to the number one remix because Nicki Minaj was there. Um, I regret that decision because Dingy Cat is trash, just as I thought initially. I initially thought the bitch was white, in the words of Roseanne. She is black, I will say that. But like I always say to y'all, all your skin folk ain't kinfolk. And that one right there ain't kinfolk.
She's really weird because, I mean, okay, so I wanted her to be, I wanted her, like just female rap overall. I wanted female rap to have another voice. Great, put another female rapper out there. And then I was like, she just got all this internet fame with Mood, but then like she actually did something with it. I was like, okay, wow, proud of her. Use that's your press release, your public relations stunt, and use it to show the girls you got two mixtapes out. Exactly what you're supposed to do. And then she just started being weird. Like going on Instagram live all the time, high, drunk, pulling her titties out and doing all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, I
With
don't know
all
what to
white
do.
racist boys.
I'm just like, I don't know what to do here.
I do.
And then
Unsubscribe,
like,
unfollow, cancel, block, delete.
and then so the girls done put up an old interview that she did back in December, either 2018 or December 2019, where she did talk about she was in the chat rooms and talking crazy, and like she has grown and learned since those days, and she is wants to move forward with her life. But then like, okay, so you can apologize, but then when the shit come out, we still got to deal with it because you told us about it. Sure, nobody read that magazine interview article because I mean your fan base is child invisible practically, but
And the
for
ones that are
for
there don't read paper.
and they sure don't. So I was like, oh wow, so y'all, well, she at least she confessed to it long before it came out, but now that we've and first of all, who was sitting around saving chat room videos? Where was y'all? I don't know. Somebody was upset.
Okay, so she got all this old shit, but some of the shit is recent. Like she had a chat room video that was recent where she used NIGG with a hard R.
Mm.
Like within the last few weeks, I think was what
Oh.
the video was. And so yes, the old shit still should haunt you. You should be responsible for things that you did in the past, and you should ask for acceptance and an apology and show growth if you are intentionally trying to move forward. If you not, then say fuck it and say I don't want to do that shit like Kevin Hart did. Um, and move on with your career in another way. Like you're still gonna have a career. It just ain't gonna be that as big as you could have had a career because you didn't know how to keep your mouth closed and didn't know how to do racist shit behind closed doors.
And then they said she had a song leaked or a snippet of it revealed that some racial slur, and she said that she was being called it, so she was trying to take the word back. I'm all for that, but girl, with all of this compiled onto it, that one thing, and we got to put it with this thing, and then this thing. Girl, you building a case, and it's not a good one.
Mm.
So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave her where she was, because for me, I don't really listen to her music. I don't really know much about her. I just know that with this scandal going on, she's constantly on my Twitter timeline, and the girls are out here buying Stallion remix so we can get Megan and Beyonce to number one. So that's my main concern right now, and that's the only thing I'm really concerned about.
Yeah, Dingy Cat. Dingy Cat can go. I'm sorry. Last but not least, execute Ed Buck. I want y'all to know that June is just around the corner, which means that it is 2 months away from when we should be expecting to see him in court to face his charges. I am ready for them to throw all of the books at him, literally, and hopefully,
Two or three of the shelves as well. Just
yeah, hopefully cameras can be in the courtroom because that sounds like primetime TV to me. I would love to know what he think his defense is, other than not guilty. I would love to hear any of that, and then I would love for y'all to sentence him to an execution. Send him to another state. If California can't do it, I'm okay with that. Texas is just fine. They don't give a fuck about executing nobody. Look at the record. Um, so execute Ed Buck. I don't want anyone to forget this case. It is extremely important. It is in the vein of the other story that I was just reporting on with Pastor Keys, because this is the same type of predatory behavior. Pastor Keys was doing the same type of thing and trying to um, push off blame on the black gay men, just like Ed Buck was trying to say, "Oh well, no, they were on drugs and I was trying to help them." What? They were on drugs and you was trying to help them by bringing them to your apartment and putting more drugs in them and asking them to do sexual acts?
police found the bodies tied to his bed. What is going on?
Two confirmed it, and we don't know how many others died because maybe they died after they left your apartment, or maybe you covered up deaths. So you got to get the fuck out of here. I am. No, I'm not sorry, actually.
I'm not here for it. Hashtag execute Ed Buck.
Execute that book and get out of here. And
This
that is this week's Tepid Topics.
okay. Look at you. We did it. Um, I saw the headline on the internet. I don't know how I didn't see it the day it came out. I don't know where I was. Too busy on Freak Twitter, I guess. But I finally saw the headline: Global trial of long-acting injectable PrEP for gay men and trans women stopped early following success. I was like, oh my gosh, we finally going to get the injectable PrEP. I've been waiting for this. So it says back in 2016, for a little history for y'all. Back in 2016, a study called HPTN 083 surveyed about 4,500 people worldwide. And of the American participants, 50% of those people were Black men who have sex with men. So we were like, yes, because in America, I think like 48% of new infections continue to be in the Black community and in the gay community. So I was glad that we were able to take up most of the available participant slots in the study. And worldwide, also overall, 12% of the participants were trans women who have sex with men, because a lot of trans women are in sex work. So I'm glad that they get some help all over the place. The process, tell me if I get this wrong, because you know more than me. So it says the process was you take a pill for 5 weeks. It's either a placebo,
Mm-hmm.
it's Truvada, or some word called cabotegravir.
Mm-hmm.
So you take the pill for 5 weeks, and then after that you get an injection, and you only have to come back every 8 weeks, which is about 3 months.
Yep.
I got that part right. Okay, great. So the good news is only 2% of the participants stopped taking the injection due to adverse reaction. So it's really good that we got 4,500 more people on PrEP worldwide. Thank God for Jesus. And out of 45%, so how much is 2% of 4,500? I'm bad at math, but a 98%. Everybody is good with it. So 98% of people could handle the thing. The bad news is 50 people did become HIV positive through the study, because of course they had, so to make the study controlled, some people are taking the placebo and you don't know that you're taking the placebo, but you're
Mm-hmm.
still supposed to be taking your PrEP and using your condoms if that's what you want to do. Take your PrEP with your condoms. So I think people were thinking that they were safe because they were in this PrEP study, but they didn't know they were getting the placebo, I assume. And or they were having reckless sex behaviors, because a lot of people who become HIV positive while taking PrEP, they do admit, girl, I wasn't taking my pills every day. Girl, I was bug chasing out here on the low, or things be going on. So, 38 of the 50 people who became HIV positive during the study were taking Truvada, and 12 incidents occurred for people taking cabotegravir. So, my question was, so does that mean that the cabotegravir has a higher effective rate? Because I know we're dealing with like somewhere between 96 and 98% with Truvada, but could cabotegravir possibly have a better effective rate, or people who were taking the cabotegravir just was good girls, they were good Christian women?
It could be both. The study group is too small and too recent to make a real determination yet.
Mm,
So and it's only been, and that's one study, not 50 studies. Like we need 50 studies to demonstrate patterns and trends to create evidence. So then we can, decisively say, oh no, this is better than that. And it has been proven 50 times. Look at the results here. So I would caution, hold on. That don't mean that that is better than the other one. It's a real reason why the FDA has approved Truvada for PrEP for this amount of years, and also a reason why we just got Discovery.
yeah.
So hold on, chill out.
I'm excited though. Cause I cannot do the pill. I cannot do the pills. Like I keep telling people, I can't take my Claritin every day. If I was on PrEP, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't make it.
Well, again, that's exciting for people like you, because the injection lets you get an injection, run around for a couple months, and then come back.
Thank
And,
you.
and
I
come
need to be
back.
seeing the
Like,
doctor
because
regularly
you got to come
anyway.
back to the doctor anyway to make sure you're getting your regular tests.
Yeah.
Um, and when you come back for your regular test, here you are. Let me administer the injection, and I'll see you in 8 weeks.
So this study was for men who have sex with men and trans women who have sex with men. And so 1 year after this study started, HPTN 084 was started in Africa, and 3,200 African women are doing the same study, and early results are showing progress as well. So
Right.
hopefully that'll be another one they can submit to the FDA because I know the question that was asked during the media briefing, it was available on YouTube while I was doing my studies. It was like a 35-minute phone call, all the bosses and the people involved. They were saying that they're currently going back and forth on whether they should wait for it to submit to the FDA, just that study, or wait like another year or so and then submit this study with it to show that it can help women. But then I just realized, I was like, how come women weren't included in the first study? But apparently, this really rampant in the HIV community. There's so much focus on studying gay men and trans women that they forget women overall. So I don't know about that, but I'm glad they did rectify it immediately. So I think the gay study started in 2016, and then the study for women started in 2017. So, but I don't think we should wait. I'm so excited for this injectable prep. I think we should just submit this one and then just update the results when the one from the women
No,
finishes. But
no, no. Here's the
there's going
deal.
to be starting the
Anytime-
study over the certification over probably, and it's probably going to cost more money and more lawyers. So they're probably doing the. But can the doctor prescribe me Capategra? Can the doctor use this study
Not
and
FDA approved yet.
Oh shit, I'm trying. I want the
That's
gay
what
men
I'm.
to have
That's
that
what I
what
was
they
getting ready to
need.
say. Y'all have to be patient, unless you want to be out here looking like Donald Trump. Donald Trump talking about some. I'm taking hydroxychloroquine. Well, you really just learned how to pronounce that word like a month ago, and you don't know the effects of it, and you don't know if it's protecting you from coronavirus, but you taking it anyway.
And for what? Who like taking drugs just because? Girl, no, no.
So apply that same logic to this. We have to vet all of these things out and let them go through different trials and let them be approved um, as forms of medication for what they're supposedly medicating you for, because it can seem like it's working
It ain't.
until it ain't, and your fucking kidneys fall out. Shit. So let the trials go. Uh, take your Truvada for
Or
now,
Discovery.
or prep. Um, again, because I have not seen demonstrated science on certain drugs, and so I am not going to advocate for those drugs until I see the demonstrated science for them. Am I saying that they are bad or bad for you, shouldn't be used? No. But if it is going to keep HIV away from you, I am absolutely 100% here for it. But in 2020, at this moment, you shouldn't be having no goddamn sex to be getting no fucking HIV, because you might get the goddamn coronavirus and the HIV.
So just to wrap up social studies, promising it continues to be promising news about injectable prep, and I'm here for it. That's it.
I'm here for it as well. And so um, that was previously going to be my sexual health, but we let Ron do that for his social studies, because we're not.
You can talk about the sexual health, about the OnlyFans study where the dude want to know how y'all like y'all meat licked and slurped up.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that. I'm not subscribed to nobody's OnlyFans, so again, I'm not qualified to answer that question. I'm subscribed to Jesus, Team Soldier. Nothing but Team Soldiers for Christ. Um, so instead of just being a negative Nancy, I figured I would go over something that y'all can do during this pandemic for sexual health. I know that some people don't want to hear me say put your coochie on quarantine because they coochie hot and it's getting hot outside and they willing to risk it all to put the coochie out. So if you are willing to risk it all to put your coochie out, here is my recommendation. Get you a shock rub. Shock rub, Chakrub, and stop trying to hook up during the pandemic. Shock rubs are body safe, made from the earth, and provided with love. It sensitizes you in so many ways. It makes you tingle from the slightest touch. It creates harmony in your mind, body, and spirit. It reduces stress, extracts repressed emotions, removes blocks caused by sexual trauma, creates deeper intimacy with the self and with your partner, encourages self awareness and mindfulness, and sets the tone for you to create your own intentions of wellness. These are sexual toys slash devices that have a whole wide variety that you can use in different ways. It doesn't necessarily mean you gotta put a dildo up my ass, in the words of Nene Leakes. Fuck her. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to get one of those, but there are other toys on the website that you could get that do all of those same things. And living in the world that we are living in right now, having more harmony in your mind, body, and spirit, and getting a nut in the process, sounds like a winning ticket to me.
And they so pretty. I'm looking at I looked up images on Twitter of shock rubs, and these are really pretty.
Yeah.
Purple ones, pink ones, white
So
ones.
yeah, they come in different stones. The one that I purchased is made of rose quartz, which is to bring love and sexual energy. But you can use different stones for different things. Different stones maybe for healing, for balance, uh, all kinds of different things. So the stones, I won't say that they're all stones. There's some stones and some are crystals, some are made from different minerals, but they're all natural and they all are described, what they are and where they come from and what they're used for. And they're hypoallergenic, so it ain't gonna break your coochie out. One. They're extremely easy to clean. You can use all kinds of lubricants with them. We have some sex toys where you can only use water soluble lubes, but you can use anything from spit to wet platinum to boy butter to Crisco with these, and it'll be safe with your coochie.
Oh Lord, I'm scared. Cause I gotta order it on the internet and then they gotta come in a box that I gotta spray down. So I'm just. But the shock rubs do look good though. They look fun. I like
Yeah,
those.
definitely. Well, I would agree with doing that with anything.
Mm.
Amazon's chairman is about to become a trillionaire because we done spent all our fucking stimulus check money on fucking Amazon packages.
And this after he cheated on his wife and got a divorce and had to give her $80 million. He had to give her so much
Billion,
fucking.
he had to give her half. He lost half his goddamn money and made it back off the goddamn pandemic. So, as when you are checking your card out at Amazon, go over to Chakrubs and check out something that you can play with your things with,
Stimulate the economy and stimulate that hole.
or stimulate other parts. You can use the toys
Oh,
for
you can
multiple.
rub it on your leg. Oh, shit, you can just get right in there under that thigh meat.
Listen, y'all can get creative. I'm not going to tell you what to do with it. you can get very, very creative. You know, some people like to jack off with two dicks. Like, okay, I just went too far. So that is my sexual health for this week. What is the song for your soul?
So I was watching. Did I have it in my links? No, I don't. But I was watching this video about the rise in boyfriend country. And so in the video, this guy who studies country's music and makes a lot of videos discussing the genre, he was saying how they went from bro country, talking about getting girls and beer and taking a girl back to your house. What anyway, and going from being stupidos to actually like loving a woman, wanting to spend time with a woman. Wow, actually wanting to be a better man, so a woman will actually might, probably, possibly, child, think about dating you. So I was listening to a lot of the songs he was recommending for Boyfriend Country, where you gotta worship this woman and bow to her feet and all this other cute and romantic stuff. And a lot of the videos are actually like at weddings or like on first dates, and like Boyfriend Country is a thing. So, 10,000 Hours by Dan and Shay.
Oh,
The verse
um,
the verse goes, "Do you miss the road that you grew up on? Did you get your middle name from your grandma? When you think about your forever now, do you think of me? When you close your eyes, tell me, what are you dreaming? Everything. I want to know it all. I spent 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. If that's what it takes to learn this sweetheart of yours. And I might never get there, but I'm going to try. If it's 10,000 hours or the rest of my life." That is so beautiful.
did you see the video?
Yes. Um, Runner up for Song for My Soul was gonna be the song called Speechless. I really like the vocal performance on Speechless, but I really like the
From Beyonce?
writing. No, Dan and Shay have a song called
Oh, okay.
Speechless.
I'm like,
We're doing Boyfriend Country. um, 10,000 Hours was really good. And Speechless is like the vocal performance on Speechless is so good. So just I was like, wow, he would have known my middle name. He would have known what road I grew up on. Like I might get him some pussy.
take your.
Um, what's the song for your soul?
It's this little cut by this girl, came out in 2015. I liked it back then, but it definitely has grown on me over the years, and it was hard for me to believe that the song was 5 years old because I
Oh
was,
wow.
damn, this song came out 5 years ago. That seemed like okay. But it goes a little something like this:
Yeah.
sitting in the dark, off in my room, thinking of you. I'm at the brink of breaking down because all these thoughts of me and you apart won't leave my head right now. Baby, baby, call me crazy because I know without you, I won't be no good. When the latch on my heart comes to you, you should know if I don't have you. Rocks me to the core. I can't love no more if I don't have you. No, I'm done for sure. Nobody else is worth fighting. I'll tear down these walls. That's on my life. I'll lose my mind if I don't have you.
Come on.
Calling all lovers.
Yes.
2015.
That's
So
good.
it's the song for my soul. I loved it. Like I said, when that album came out, I really loved that Tamar Braxton album. I think that's my favorite.
I thought you liked that White Candle song.
I do, but I'm
Yeah, I
talking about
love
my
that White
favorite.
Candle song. I hate it. Ugh.
I did. I love White Candle. It still makes me feel like Christmas. Um, but Tamar Braxton sang the fuck out of this song. She was doing too much in the video, and the other person was in the video that I said fuck earlier. So, um, but I can't let that take away from the lyrics of the music, the notes she hit, and definitely what the song really means. So, if I don't have you, Tamar Braxton. Oops, I almost fucked that up.
But did you see Tony in her bikini today on the damn Instagram? I'm like,
First off, Tony said to y'all, my pussy is ready, the beach is not. And
what
I believe her.
what are you here for this week? Do you have good things or bad things?
Um, hmm.
Or should I go or should you go or
No, I'll go.
okay.
So there is a video. It's not viral. I don't believe it's viral yet because I haven't seen it in that many places. I only saw it in two. And I think it needs to be viral. If you have not seen this video, you can look it up. Again, this is another pastor, but I'm gonna sing his praises. Shockingly. Um, his name is Pastor Reginald Sharp Jr. of Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church in Chicago. Um, Pastor Sharp, I'm here for it. Pastor Sharp said the smartest, most enlightened thing I've heard from a pastor in decades. And I mean, it's been a while since I heard something smart coming out of a pastor's mouth. He said, church is still happening, but not in this building. Not until God tells me, or until they, quote unquote, they, meaning white people, open up their governor's mansions for tours and the NBA has fully attended games. That's when the church will be back open.
He said they golf courses. He said when would they? He said, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say
Y'all
they.
know what I'm talking about. That's why I wanted to expound in case you or the listeners hadn't seen the video. Because when he said they, it was a very pointed they. It was I'm looking in your eyes, nigga. You know what I mean by they. Pastor Reginald Sharp, I'm absolutely here for it. Thank you for your televised sermon. Continue doing the work and being a non-problematic Christian as far as I can see. Please don't make me have to eat those words and then you say something problematic. But for right now, you are good in my book, brother. I hope more people stream your services and stay the fuck away from coming back and congregating inside churches. This is not the time to test whether Jesus is going to protect you from coronavirus at a church. This is not the time to figure that out. So I'm absolutely here for it.
I'm not here for the post memorial was vandalized by white supremacists this month.
Again,
Uh, and stickers had the website for the same white supremacists who caused all those shootings and murders and deaths down to the Charlottesville. And so I'm like, hashtag stay home Florida because girl, there's a whole thing going on and you left the house for that. You hate gay people so much. Gay people just painted a picture, put a little mural up on the wall. They just started a little call center. I guess whatever they were doing while they vandalized it, they disconnected the damn phone cord so people couldn't call the call center. And so now the community can't receive services because they trying to get waiting the telecom come out and fix the. Sweetie, stay home, Florida. There was absolutely no need for y'all to vandalize the post memorial. Done. And also, stay home, Canada. uh,
oh, what the Canadians do?
you know they nice and sweet. So, the headline says a man in Canada who painted anti-gay graffiti on 3 churches sure hopes he doesn't get deported back to Iran.
Yeah.
His dumbass posted the pictures of his vandalism on Facebook, and the Canadian cops same day scooped his ass up. And then he don't have a passport, he don't got a driver's license, he don't have a nothing. How the fuck you get from Iran to fucking Canada? And Canada trying to go drop his ass back off because he gotta go. Okay, he's vandalizing our churches, and two, this is like, he anti-gay. No, we love everybody here in Canada, so he's got to go. In Canada, but Canada don't have any agreement, any like diplomatic agreement. Like who has diplomatic agreements with Iran? Probably Iraq because they're next door, so it's probably beneficial. But ain't nobody got no get take his ass over to Iraq, drop him off at the shore over there, and then hopefully he can scoot over.
It's a desert.
That was the joke.
Look over
Drop
there.
his throw his ass out over there. And what are you doing, sir? Stay home, Canada. You're already here illegally, and that's what you left your house for? To go vandalize 3 churches to post on Facebook? You could have played around in Photoshop and posted that on Facebook. Go away from me. I'm not here for it. These people. Hashtag stay home.
Oh, so really speaking on that note, I unfollowed like 3 people earlier. Oh shit, that sounded like alcohol. Um, I unfollowed like 3 people because they had the nerve to be out at these events, gatherings, whatever you want to call them, and posting it on social media. And I don't want to see that because it just makes me mad as soon as I see it. One, I want to be outside. I want to be playing kickball. I want to do barbecues with the girls. I want to go to the park. I want to do those things, but I'm trying to be a responsible fucking adult. And so me scrolling Obama's internets, I'm not interested in watching you be irresponsible in the middle of a fucking pandemic. So yes, I unfollowed you. Yes, I unfriended you. And until you learn to not be a petulant child, that's where you'll stay.
I saw the girl sitting in the booth at a restaurant eating crab legs and doing hookah. Go home. Go home.
And I understand this is not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, then all of us would be able to do it regularly, often. It's not easy. I postponed my whole fucking wedding. My husband postponed his mother's funeral. And so if we can do those things, you can skip a fucking park event. I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, it would be different if like I didn't have nothing going on and I was just a hermit and I, wanted to be ugly at home and not shave my legs and not get my eyebrows done or get haircuts or whatever. I want to meet my eyebrow thread girl so bad. Do you know how bad I want to go see her right now? I want to see her bad.
It's like you about to cry. You want to get your brows did.
I want to see her bad. I want to see my barber very, very, very bad. I want to go to fucking Mexico. I was supposed to go to Mexico, canceled. Supposed to go to Thailand, canceled. I want to go and do shit, but I'm not. I'm trying to be responsible. So why the fuck can't you? That I'm not here for.
Okay, well, we gotta fix this, so we're gonna move on to our last call. We do good news for the last call. Huh?
Mine, you're going last. I mean, I'm going last, excuse me.
Okay, this is our last call.
Again, you guys, if you are new to the show, pour yourself a shot of something. 9 times out of 10, it's Tuesday and you are working from home or not working at all because, girl, unemployment. So you can definitely take a shot right now. I give you permission.
Yeah. Ooh. Tequila. On ronaldmatters.com. First of all, my last call is me. Pose is coming to Netflix on June 11th, so set your calendar and go on your Netflix and put it to your list.
Season 2.
While we wait for that, PBS is doing a miniseries, a digital miniseries, and they're going to show a 1-hour TV special where Ricky, who's Dylan Burnside from Pose, he's going to be going around in the South and covering multiple topics. One episode is going to be about polyamory, demisexuality, and being transgender in the South. Another episode is going to be about championing LGBTQ plus healthcare in Mississippi. And another one of the episodes is going to be an openly gay pastor's journey to acceptance in the Bible Belt. So that's like some of the episode titles. It's going to be 6 episodes and then the 1-hour special on TV. So go take a look at that on ronaldmatters.com.
What's the name of
Pride Land.
Pride Land.
Yes. So it's for Pride Month. So they're calling it Pride Land, and they're going through the South and, talking about having conversations.
Cause I'm a rich ass bitch from the South.
What's your last call?
Today literally is Memorial Day. It is Memorial Day weekend. Today is actually Memorial Day itself. So I wanted to uh, devote my last call to the U.S. Navy first. Y'all know I'm an Army man till death, but I will first commemorate the U.S. Navy for granting a waiver allowing a transgender service member to serve in their preferred gender. Is the first waiver approved since the trans ban went into effect. The officer that was granted the waiver has not been identified by name because
Protections, girl.
protections within the military and outside the military. People want to make things public, drag things, and all that. So they don't need their name out in the press. They don't need no press. They just need their career and their rights. Um, So again, the officer was not identified by name, but is one who has sued to challenge the ban according to their attorneys. Uh, the advocate used a pronoun that I'm not going to use here because the pronoun identifies the officer, and is really not that many officers that have sued the military for their rights to be transgender. So I don't know why they did that, but we're not gonna do that here. Um, so shout out to the U.S. Navy for um being progressive, at least a little bit. It's gonna start with one domino block and hopefully move um forward with other domino blocks, meaning other transgender service members that deserve the right to serve our country um, with respect and as who they are in this world, regardless of how other people think they should show up. And lastly, my last call is to my military comrades that are not here today. Um, I've lost, I won't say many because I know other people that have lost more friends, more brothers and sisters in arms than I have. So I won't say many, but I've lost a number. And today really is a day to commemorate and memorialize those people. It is not for us veterans. We have a whole nother goddamn day. It's called Veterans Day um, and Armed Forces Day. Today is about the people that are no longer alive that gave their lives to support and defend this country, whether you believe in the ways that they supported and defended this country or not. You can be a proponent to all war, you can be a pacifist, but you cannot negate the fact that people fighting in the military has given you the right to be those things and protected you away from people that are willing to take those things away from you. So that is my last call this week. If you have service members that have fallen comrades, please reach out and say the appropriate things for Memorial Day. Even though this will be airing tomorrow, it's still uh, it still is an important gesture to make.
I completely agree with that.
That is my last call. Thank you guys again so much for supporting the podcast, for showing up for us again this week. Again, the devil tried to keep us from the airwaves, but we blocked it. God blocked it, and we're here. And we are hoping to come back to you again soon with some more gay news and gay shit when gay shit happens. But make sure that you are subscribed. If you can't give us $1, make sure you share this episode in your social media communities on Twitter, on Facebook, and etc.
My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters.
And I am the Superman, TheeSupaman, will forever and always be a Karen killer.
Bye.
And will be televised.